Music isn't just entertainment, it's a soundtrack for change. Over the decades, LGBTQ+ anthems have given strength, sparked movements, and made people feel seen in a world that often tried to silence them. From disco floors to pride parades, these songs have been rallying cries for freedom, love, and self-expression. In this video, we're diving into 10 iconic LGBTQ+ songs that shaped generations, each one carrying a message of courage, resilience, and pride. Whether you've danced to them, cried to them, or found yourself through them, these songs aren't just music, they're history. So get ready to celebrate the anthems that help define a community. Which song will be number 1? Let's find out. Number 1, I'm Coming Out, Diana Ross, 1980. From the first blast of horns to Diana Ross's soaring vocals, I'm Coming Out is pure euphoria. But beyond being an infectious disco anthem, this song carries a deeper significance, one that made it an unofficial coming out anthem for the LGBTQ+ community. In 1980, Diana Ross was at the peak of her career, having transitioned from being the lead singer of the Supremes to a global solo icon. But what many didn't know was how deeply she was loved within the LGBTQ+ community, particularly by Black queer audiences. Music producers Nile Rodgers and Bernard Edwards from Chic recognized this firsthand when they went to a gay club and saw multiple Diana Ross drag impersonators. It was a light bulb moment. Diana Ross needed a song that embraced this part of her audience. When she first heard I'm Coming Out, Ross reportedly didn't fully grasp the implications. She simply loved the uplifting message of self-expression and new beginnings. But once the song was released, it became one of the most powerful LGBTQ+ anthems ever recorded. For those struggling with their identities, I'm Coming Out was a celebration of liberation. It wasn't just about coming out as LGBTQ+. It was about breaking free from societal expectations, embracing who you truly are, and stepping into the world without fear. Over 40 years later, the song remains a staple at pride parades, LGBTQ+ clubs, and coming out stories worldwide. Whether it's played in a festival crowd or blasting through someone's headphones as they gather the courage to tell the world their truth, I'm Coming Out continues to be a rallying cry for freedom and self-acceptance. Drop a 1 in the comments if this song has ever made you feel empowered. Number 2, True Colors, Cyndi Lauper, 1986. Some songs don't just speak to people, they heal them. True Colors is one of those songs, with self-acceptance, vulnerability, and love. But what makes True Colors such a being seen, being understood, and knowing you're enough? The story behind the song. Originally written by Billy Steinberg and Tom Kelly, who also wrote Like a Virgin for Madonna. True Colors was first meant as transformed it into something much deeper. Lauper had always been an outspoken ally for the LGBTQ+ community. Her sisters sang this song for them, for anyone who ever felt invisible, outcast, or afraid to be themselves. Why it became a queer anthem. The lyrics feel like they were written for someone about to take that brave step toward living their truth. But I see your true colors shining through. It's a gentle yet powerful reassurance. Who you are is beautiful, and the world needs to see it. For many LGBTQ's lifeline during the lasting impact, Lauper didn't stop at just singing about love and acceptance. She took action. In 2008, she founded the True Colors Fund, an org-homeless LGBTQ+ youth. True Colors. Not just a Sun mission statement for a more inclusive world over the years, countless artists have covered True Colors, but none care a song that feels like a warm embrace, telling you that you're perfect just the way you are. Drop a 2 in the comments if this song has ever helped you through a tough time. Some songs are catchy, others change lives. Freedom! 90s did both. By 1990, George Michael was a global superstar, but behind the fame, he was trapped in an image that wasn't truly him. Pressured to be the ultimate heartthrob, He was secretly struggling with his sexuality. Instead of speaking out, he let his music do the talking. I think there's something you should know. I think it's time I stop the show. These lyrics felt like a coded message of self-liberation, a plea to break free from the expectations weighing him down. Though he wouldn't publicly come out until years later, freedom. 90 Degrees became an anthem of rebellion and self-acceptance. The music video made an even bolder statement. Instead of starring in it himself, Michael burned his past image, literally destroying symbols from his earlier career, while supermodels Naomi Campbell, Cindy Crawford, and others lip-synced his words. It was a defiant rejection of his manufactured persona. For the LGBTQ+ community, this song became a rallying cry for living authentically, long before Michael could openly share his truth. Today, Freedom 90 stands as an everlasting anthem of self-liberation and defiance. Drop a 3 in the comments if this song makes you feel unstoppable. Number 4. Vogue, Madonna, 1990. Before Vogue, ballroom culture and voguing were underground movements, thriving in the Black and Latinx LGBTQ+ communities of New York. But when Madonna released this song in 1990, she didn't just make it mainstream, she immortalized it. Inspired by the Harlem ballroom scene, Vogue celebrated a world where queer people of color could be their most extravagant, unapologetic selves. Voguing, a dance form inspired by fashion magazine poses, was more than just movement. It was expression, survival, and art for a marginalized community. Strike a pose. With this one line, Madonna invited the world to celebrate self-expression, turning Vogue into an anthem of freedom. The song's glamorous beat, fashion references, and bold visuals introduced millions to ballroom culture. Even though many of its pioneers never got the recognition they deserved, Vogue helped spotlight an art form that still thrives today. For the LGBTQ+ community, Vogue is more than just a song. It's history, resilience, and a reminder that self-expression should always be celebrated. Drop a 4 in the comments if this song still makes you want to strike a pose. Number 5. Born This Way, Lady Gaga, 2011. Few songs have ever embraced and empowered the LGBTQ+ community like Born This Way. From the moment Lady Gaga belted out, no matter gay, straight, or bi, lesbian, transgender life, it was clear. This wasn't just a pop song, it was a movement. Inspired by 90s LGBTQ+ anthems and club culture, Born This Way was more than a celebration of self-love. It was a rallying cry for acceptance and equality. Gaga, a longtime ally, wrote it as an anthem of liberation, telling millions that they were perfect just the way they are. The song wasn't just played at Pride events, it became a global sensation, hitting number 1 in over 25 countries. It sparked conversations about LGBTQ+ rights, especially for younger generations growing up in conservative environments. Don't hide yourself in regret, just love yourself, and you're set. With those words, Gaga reassured people struggling with their identity that they weren't alone. To this day, Born This Way remains one of the most defining LGBTQ+ anthems ever, proving that music can be more than entertainment. It can change lives. Number 6. Same Love, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis featuring Mary Lambert, 2012. Before Same Love, hip-hop wasn't known for embracing LGBTQ+ issues, but in 2012, Macklemore and Ryan Lewis broke barriers with a song that directly confronted homophobia, marriage equality, and self-acceptance. When I was in the 3rd grade, I thought that I was gay. With this opening line, Same Love immediately felt personal and raw. Macklemore rapped about the stigma and stereotypes that LGBTQ+ individuals face, while Mary Lambert's haunting chorus, "I can't change, even if I tried, even if I wanted to," became an anthem of resilience. The song was released at a crucial moment during the fight for same-sex marriage legalization in the U.S. It became an unofficial anthem for the movement, played at rallies, pride events, and even the 2014 Grammys, where Macklemore performed it while 33 same-sex couples got married on live TV. Despite controversy from conservative critics, Same Love resonated deeply with the LGBTQ+ community, proving that hip-hop could be a platform for activism and change. It wasn't just about music, it was about human rights. More than a decade later, Same Love still serves as a reminder that love is love, and equality is a fight worth having. Number 7. Take Me to Church. Hozier, 2013. Some songs entertain, others ignite conversations. Take Me to Church was the latter, a haunting ballad that tackled religion, LGBTQ+ oppression, and the fight for self-acceptance. Hozier, an Irish singer-songwriter, wrote the song as a powerful critique of institutionalized homophobia, particularly within the church. While the lyrics never directly mention LGBTQ+ issues, the meaning was unmistakable. If the heavens ever did speak, she's the last true mouthpiece. The song's emotional weight was amplified by its striking music video, which depicted a tragic love story between two men facing violent persecution in Russia. At a time when LGBTQ+ rights were under attack globally, Take Me to Church became an anthem of resistance and defiance. The song dominated the charts, spending weeks at number 2 on the Billboard Hot 100. But its greatest impact wasn't just in its success. It was in the conversations it sparked about the intersection of faith and sexuality. Even years later, Take Me to Church remains a bold statement against discrimination, proving that music has the power to challenge outdated norms and demand change. Number 8. You Need to Calm Down. Taylor Swift, 2019. Taylor Swift has always been a powerhouse in pop music, but with You Need to Calm Down, she went beyond catchy hooks. She made a bold statement in support of LGBTQ+ rights. Released during Pride Month in 2019, the song was an unapologetic call-out against homophobia, online hate, and discrimination. Swift's playful yet sharp lyrics took aim at those who judge and attack the LGBTQ+ community. Shade never made anybody less gay. Beyond the lyrics, the music video was a celebration of queer joy, featuring LGBTQ+ icons like Ellen DeGeneres, Laverne Cox, RuPaul, and even former rival Katy Perry. The video ended with a direct call to action, urging fans to support the Equality Act, a bill protecting LGBTQ+ rights in the U.S. Though some questioned Swift's motives, there was no denying the song's impact. You Need to Calm Down won Video of the Year at the VMAs, and Swift used her speech to push for policy change. For many LGBTQ+ fans, this song wasn't just about standing up to haters. It was about being visible, being celebrated, and knowing that even the biggest names in music had their backs. Number 9, We Are Who We Are, Keisha, 2010. Some anthems preach self-love, others demand it. We Are Who We Are was Keisha's electrifying response to a world that often tried to silence LGBTQ's voices. Released in 2010, the song came at a crucial time, just after a wave of tragic LGBTQ+ teen suicides made headlines. Kesha, who has always been a fierce ally, wanted to create a celebration of individuality, self-expression, and resilience. We're dancing like we're dumb, our bodies going numb. At first, it sounds like just another party anthem, but underneath the glitter and bass drops, We Are Who We Are carried a defiant message. You don't have to change for anyone. The song soared to number 1 on the Billboard Hot 100, proving that LGBTQ+ empowerment belonged on the mainstream stage. Kesha later revealed her deep connection to the LGBTQ+ community, speaking about how she was inspired by queer nightlife and the way LGBTQ+ people fearlessly express themselves. She has since become an outspoken advocate, using her platform to push for equal rights. To this day, "We Are Who We Are" remains an anthem of rebellion, freedom, and unapologetic authenticity. A song that reminds us to own who we are, proudly and loudly. Number 10. Supermodel, You Better Work. RuPaul, 1992. Long before drag culture hit the mainstream, Supermodel, You Better Work was blazing a trail for LGBTQ+ visibility in music. Released in 1992 by RuPaul, the world's most famous drag queen, this song wasn't just a hit. It was a cultural revolution. With its infectious house beat and runway-ready attitude, Supermodel wasn't just about fashion. It was about confidence, self-expression, and embracing your inner diva. RuPaul's mantra was simple: if you own who you are, the world will take notice. Work! Turn to the left. Work! Now! Turn to the right. At a time when LGBTQ+ representation in media was rare, RuPaul's success shattered barriers. The song became an anthem in queer clubs, drag ballrooms, and pride parades, giving LGBTQ+ people a song that celebrated their confidence instead of hiding it. Decades later, RuPaul is still inspiring millions with RuPaul's Drag Race, and Supermodel remains a timeless LGBTQ+ anthem, proving that self-love and fierceness will never go out of style. These songs aren't just hits, they're lifelines. They've given the LGBTQ+ community strength, joy, and a voice when the world refused to listen. Music has always been a force for change, and these anthems proved that being true to yourself is the greatest power of all. Which of these songs means the most to you? Drop your favorite in the comments, or just leave a Faraki po if you love them all. And if you want more LGBTQ+ history, culture, and stories that inspire, make sure to subscribe to Rainbow Spotlight. Turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Until next time, keep dancing, keep loving, and always be proud.